What is a psychic reading? A psychic reading is a specific attempt to discern information through the use of heightened perceptive spiritual abilities that are natural extensions of the basic human senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, and instinct. These natural extensions are clairvoyance, vision, clairsentience, feeling, claircognizance, fact-knowing, and clairaudience, hearing, and the result statements made during such an attempt. Hello friends, Sophia Rasmussen here. In the words of writer Craig Crippen, have you ever thought to yourself, I think I might be going a little crazy? But then you remember that you're really just an awakened, loving, kick-ass warrior, hell-bent on changing the world, and you refuse to accept the negative vibrations and the fear and the hate and the illusion of separation. And you remember that there are many others just like you that stand with you. The alchemists, the conscious warriors, the rule breakers, the lovers of life, the ones that are determined to lift each other up and to ensure that love wins. The ones that are crazy enough to get the job done. And then you remember that you are not crazy at all. You're just awake. Yep, me too. You're good. Keep going. In my opinion, Sophia, that is, everyone's life is a song. Some focus on the beat, some of the rhythm, some the melodies, others the lyrics. We each have a genus, a place and time defined, and a time or a moment. Turn up your volume. Your song is salve to someone's wound and light in the darkness. I'm at a point in my life that looking out on other souls forces me to personal inventory myself, become who I want to be, reach like never before to be the best me I can be. Life is fleeting. Love the ones in it. See you all Friday night for a psychic reading. Your friend and bird in the wilderness, Sophia Rasmussen. Awesome sauce. Hey, welcome everybody to Andromeda 7, your celestial gateway, your channel for community support, friendship, love, knowledge, and just plain being of value to others. Now, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, it's so good to have you with us. If you're returning, thank you. And you know what time it is. It's Friday night, and it's time to feed your mind and grow your heart. Tonight's topic is psychic readings with our very special Sophia Rasmussen, who we just love and adore. This is so exciting for everybody. And this is a big deal for her and for all of us. So welcome, Sophia. And Dalibor, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have Dalibor Suki with us.
Always a pleasure to be on.
Appreciate you. And I'll send it to my special sister from another mother, Teresa D'Anton.
Hey, that's close. D'Anton.
D'Anton.
Yeah.
Danton. I've heard you say it Danton
I
before.
know. I get lazy.
So I never know what to say.
I know. I get lazy myself. Once the family name was D'Antonio.
Hey, che se dice? Come
Hey.
se vale? Tutto bene.
I love it when she speaks Italian. I have no clue what she's saying, but I just love it.
Awesome.
I don't know. I don't know how she learned Italian from a book on a trip. She takes a trip to Italy and learns to speak Italian.
It's that or starve.
Pretty cool. That or starve.
Yeah, it's true.
I can believe it.
You got to read the menus.
Well, welcome to our Instagram, Facebook followers. We really appreciate your comments and following the show. And if you get a chance to join us on Odyssey or YouTube, that would be great. We're still trying to grow the channel. And we have, 560 something? We're up to
569, guys.
569,
yeah.
That have actually subscribed. So we thank you for
so
your
much.
subscriptions. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You betcha.
And welcome to Sophia's friends who are watching, and I know she's got quite a few out there supporting her.
She has a clan, I am sure.
She is something.
And I'm sure they're awesome people.
Yep. And the All My Relations customers. and staff at All My Relations. And Grandpa Brian tried to get in tonight, and he's having difficulties with his computer set up at the cabin. So
Yeah, he must be at the
he
cabin.
can't
Poor
even
guy.
bring up email right now or Messenger or this show. So we'll miss you, Brian, and hope you can catch it later. But All My Relations, I tell you, Sophia is affiliated with more than one group, and she belongs to two very significant communities. She'll tell you about the camp in a moment, but most of you who have been following us for a while know about All My Relations Superstore, Metaphysical Superstore in Indiana, where Brian takes a lot of his classes and training. You met Desiree, who created her own tarot deck, and you've seen Sophia several times. We've had Jim, and we've had Heather on our program before, and they have over 12,000 square feet in this giant metaphysical store, and it's got everything from tarot cards and gems and stones to all kinds of spiritual tools.
God, I could get lost in that store so
classes,
easy.
healing services, you name it. They have a whole list of services that they provide, and you can even remotely shop online. And they have some tremendous sales going on here in October. So check out their website. What is the link there, Lori, that you're using for the website?
I'll pop it up here, but it is in chat already for you folks if you want to go to it.
Yeah, it's in the chat room. So so check their store out.
Yes.
And Sophia does readings there on Sundays for people.
Love that.
And she's very connected with Jim and Heather. And so check out their website when you get a chance, because they're really good people. And they've done so much to add to the content of our program here this past 12 months, and we really appreciate their participation.
Absolutely.
So Jim and Heather, if you're listening, we love you, bless you, we wish you a lot of happiness and joy. Okay. And we're going to have you back, because we want Jim to come on with Brian.
Yeah, Jim's a great guy.
Great.
Yes, they're just good people.
Something they're working on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it away.
Okay.
But anyway, so Sophia, tell us about this camp experience that you've got with this other group.
Well, I go and I'm actively enrolled in Camp Chesterfield, which is in Chesterfield, Indiana. And I started attending there last February. And then they have online, so they have distant learning that they do via Zoom. And they have services and classes all the time. The in-person is the spring, summer, and fall session. And then there's weekend retreats, there's intensives. I mean, they work really hard to provide just anything you could think of. And it's such, I mean, you guys are probably sick of hearing the word dynamic or honor and all this other stuff, but if I come up with a better word, I'll start using it. But it's fabulous. And I mean, I'm still soaking it in. At first I was like, okay, I need to self-care, while I was taking care of Dad. And now that he's crossed over, it's just everything. It's just exploded. And to have that kind of community behind me. Oh, okay. Moving on.
A lot of support, huh? Lots and lots of support.
It's great.
Amazing.
It's great.
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead, Gloria.
I was going to go ahead and greet the chat room really quick. Truth Seeker, good to see you as always. Mary Wins, glad you're back. And good to see you. Julie Stowe, wonderful. Jeannie Musgrave, hi Jeannie and Michael, good to see you guys. Much love. Elderberry, Barry Chad, good to see you. What you cooking up tonight? Usually he's got something cooking. Makes you want to run right over. Hey, sweet Chloe, good to see you. I hope all is well with you. Max G, welcome. Glad to see you here. Lyra's Playground, good to see you. Very nice. Let's see. Susie Q, pleasure. Smoking and G, always a pleasure to see you as well. Thanks for being here. You got it. I think I pretty much.
Lucky Smith.
Oh, Lucky. All right. Good to see you, Lucky Smith. Hope all is well. Sending lots of love and good intent to your wife. No doubt about it. All right, you guys. I will paste that link in the chat room for you guys to go to All My Relations website there and just click on that link and it'll take you right there. So, all right. I think we got all the good business out of the way.
All our love and support, Lucky, for your wife, what
You
she's
bet.
going through, the loss of her dad this past 2 days, and her cat, a week ago now.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be coming in and closing in on her at one time, plus her ongoing battle with the cancer. And we just send you a lot of love, energy,
Absolutely.
and support. And we know you're just the right guy she needs to help her get through this. So.
You bet.
Good man. Good man. Hi, Max Vision. Good to see you.
Hi, Max.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we thought about making this a call-in show, but what we decided to do was just have everybody that wants a question answered or a psychic reading from Sophia can type everything, just like we do in Max Vision remote viewing, type it all in caps. And we'll see to it that she gets the question and the appropriate amount of time that she feels she needs to tap into her guides to respond to it. And we'll go for as long as Sophia has the energy to do so.
You betcha.
It's entirely up to her. Entirely up to her. Because everybody has a different threshold. I know when I'm doing some things similarly, I tend to get burned out after a while. So
yeah. It takes
such
your energy.
Yeah. 7 hours is my record.
Wow, that's amazing. That's incredible, actually.
All day long, right? Yeah.
Wow.
That's when you're doing reads on Sundays at All My Relations, probably, right?
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Client after client after client.
Yeah. Yep.
So anybody has a question, just get it into chat so we can get this thing going. But I did want to ask Sophia, what kind of modalities do you like to use? I know being psychic, most of it is that clairaudio, clairvoyant, knowing, all of that stuff. But do you use any kind of tools or anything?
I do. My primary Clair is clairsentience and cognizance.
Gotcha.
So that is just a knowing. If I'm reading for somebody and for whatever reason, the other clairs, the smelling, the tasting, the hearing, the seeing is very prominent as well. I'll see sparks and auras around people and things like that.
Awesome.
I can see emotion. It's like I've seen grief on people before, and it's like a crown of like 3 little orbs that just sit there and spin like this around the head. So that's how I can tell if someone's actively grieving. So, and everybody's symbolism is unique to them, but Spirit's also using what I have. That's why I was talking in previous shows about building your dictionary so Spirit can use it. It's like going down the road. Why do I always smell coffee? Well, like the other show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And they have a sense of humor. And
they do.
Working with Odin, he likes to be poetic. He'll often speak and not so much riddles, but it's not beyond him. But it's just whatever energy you're working with, ultimately they want us to help each other.
So who is Odin, and is this a guide?
It's a god. It's a deity.
Okay, so that would be the Valhalla Viking.
Viking is a job like a farmer.
Okay.
So it's a Nordic tradition.
Right.
And Odin is all father, Frigg is the wife, that's all mother, and then the pantheon of the remaining Norse, there's quite a few, and they're very interesting, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my walk with them and have zero intention of changing.
A lot of people would be surprised to hear that these entities are still with us and still walking amongst us. We're going to be doing a show, we think, on Ascended Masters. And it's an extension of the first 5 we did on connecting with different spirit guides. It's part of the Brian Barnett book that he recommended. about the visible and invisible worlds of gods and gods, and he was very interested in those connections that people make with the ascended masters, who, for some reason, decided to stick with us. And
Right.
they come into different people in different aspects, different forms to interact with us and give us guidance and messages, and
Yeah.
they're quite powerful.
Right. A little bit of a tip. Not. It's just like different gods, in my opinion, are ascended energy, obviously, but they're also aspects of ourself.
Yes.
And they don't really ask us to worship them so much. You do not bend your knee to a Nordic god.
No.
No.
Because you ask them to strengthen you so we can do for ourselves.
Right.
So there's no supplication,
Equal ground.
Like yeah, but there's
sovereignty.
also respect.
Yep.
And not all gods respond to interaction the same. I would say if you want to connect with a Nordic god or goddess, that Freya and Frigg are very responsive. In a very powerful way. At least they are with me. Odin, I adore him, but he can be somewhat of a snob. if you are not in it 100%, like he was sacrificing himself to himself, then he's going to be like, well, do you mean it, kid? So don't be surprised if you get a response from one and the other. It's not so much you, it's just their general nature. Awesome. And reading the Havamal, the poetic out of the prose get into it.
Right.
And they are watching.
Well, I'll tell you, since we don't have anybody in chat giving us any questions, I would like to ask, do you have a message?
Beat me to it.
Do you have a message for anyone on the panel? Not being specific, but is anything coming through for any one of us on the panel that could kind of help get
Eric's jumping up and down.
Thanks, Eric.
He is so excited. He wanted to come through first.
Awesome.
I see
Love
him.
You, brother.
I see him. He's very like young joy guide energy.
Yeah.
But I do see the brown hair. I do see it short. I do see he's not very. Well, I'm just seeing jeans, t-shirt, Converse, just kind of kicking it.
Ball cap.
Yes. Yes. And somewhat mischievous.
Oh, yes.
So if lights turn on and off and stuff like that, there's a good chance that's him. He's just excited, like all of our guides, to be off the bench.
Yes.
Because we all have them. And to be used, I mean, it's not like leaving Babe Ruth in the dugout, man. Come on.
Yeah. Bring out the heavy hitters. Come on. Let's do this.
Ready.
Yeah.
Welcome, Grandpa Brian. You made it in.
Yes. Good to have you, Grandpa Brian.
Good to have you.
Love you, Eric. Thank you for popping in. You're so awesome. Love him.
Yeah. Let's
Anybody else?
I want to ask her. I want to be her.
I'm getting a female energy associated with Teresa.
Okay.
In the 20s, like a 20-year-old, just kind of like a, not really chatty, but just wanted to make sure that you knew that they are there. They're just not very chatty, but like I'm getting like 23-year-old female. So it's kind of like, hey, but no real, just present and supporting and grateful. So, let's see, trying to get a name.
Does she have a personality not unlike yours?
Once you get to know her. Once you get to know her, when she's introduced to a new group of people, she'll kind of observe what's going on, which is a lot like I am. And then once you get to know her, you're like, dude, will you just be quiet? But
is she happy?
Oh, absolutely. She's very proud, because there are things that you have stated, and since she has passed, they have come to fruition, and she's just like, yeah. It seems like a blood relative, like a niece or something.
Do you believe?
I'm getting a hard K.
Do you believe that people, when they move on, sometimes move on to an age or a period of time. In other words, they don't know time the way we do, but they bring on a youthful version of themselves, a
Oh,
more youthful
absolutely.
version.
Yeah,
Spirit
we all do.
will be seen and experienced how
Uh-huh.
they want to be seen and
Absolutely.
experienced.
Mhm.
So, like if they had curly hair and they hated it, there's a distinct possibility that when they come through, once they're recognized, they can
Uh-huh.
somewhat change to what they prefer. They may step forward initially so you can recognize them, but then they'll fall into where they are
Yeah.
comfortable once they are acknowledged.
And Eric is here with us. Eric knows who this is.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
still sitting here smiling.
Eric
Just
is smiling. Yeah.
cool.
That's you're referring to my niece. Yeah.
Hey, we've got somebody that would like to know. Julie
Good.
Stowe, is my mom watching over me?
I would say absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a very tight connection with her, like being confused as like sisters. And I'm getting a yellow spark as I was bringing that information through. So that when that happens, when I read, that's kind of like Spirit's way of like, yeah, keep going. But she is definitely there. Um, I would say it's been very, I mean, it's always difficult to lose a parent, but you have different levels of association. And I feel that she was very, very tight with her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they're bringing me to like Christmas cookies and
Almost
stuff
like
like
sisters. They were
like
more like like really close, right?
yeah, that's what I'm picking up. They
Mm-hmm.
were very, very close and still are. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a comma, not a period. And when you're looking through photo albums or a song comes on the radio or a bird is chilling in your windowsill when in all reason they would not be sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in insects. I've had spirits once my dad passed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when once he passed, because I was there, I had that privilege. Went outside, sat down, just to catch my breath, and looked down. There's a purple butterfly on my big toe,
Mm-hmm.
and it jumped back and forth between my big toes. So spirit will, and that was minutes after he passed. Some people are like, "Oh, it takes 72 hours or a
Mm-hmm.
week or whatever." Well, to communicate in certain ways, but I think insects are very easy because they're simple, very few
Yeah.
neurons, if any, for an
Right.
insect. But
Awesome.
yeah, okay, I see. So
Barry.
hopefully that
Yeah.
answered your question.
Yeah. Barry Chad is asking, should I sell my land in Kansas, Sophia?
I
Thank
cannot.
you,
Okay,
Julie
see,
Stowe.
part of my gifts is ethics. So I cannot give you legal advice. I cannot give you physical advice. I can show you and tell you what energy is present around the question, but I cannot tell you what to do. That is part of the deal and part of the classes at camp.
Gotcha.
So let us, okay, so Kansas, hang on a second. I'm going to see what kind of energy is around that
All right.
situation, but I cannot tell him what to do.
Right.
So back up who? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Elder.
sorry. Elderberry, Barry Chad. Should I sell my land in Kansas, Sophia?
I'm getting an okay, stand by. Right now I keep getting poor timing.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be better. So it's kind of like it's like a yellow light. It's not red, it's not green. It's just like if you're gonna do it, proceed with caution, kind of
Mm-hmm.
energy around the whole situation with that property.
Yep. And also, too, Barry, make sure to ask yourself, how do you feel about it? Does it feel right? Does it feel good? And if it does, then that's probably a good move for you. If it doesn't, don't.
Well,
So,
can I pop in?
sure.
I would say no. I would say the ancestors of Barry are saying no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Chloe's got a question. My aunt passed. My aunt just passed. Does she have a message for anyone? So probably anyone in the family, Chloe, I would take it. And thank you for using caps.
She's acclimating to the situation in spirit. It's just kind of like learning how to walk or ride a bike. When somebody passes, it takes a minute for them to get oriented. Well, longer than a minute, but you follow me. She sees what's going on in the family.
Mm-hmm.
She's very proud of most of it. She's shown me like 60%, 70%. So that would tell me that there's some kind of it's generally the real heavy grief, right when someone passes. Nobody wants to, see that. But I would say navigating my own father's death, which happened recently, I lived like they're watching,
Yes.
And I would say speaking to them, writing them letters, but keeping both feet firmly on the ground, one in the physical world and one in the spiritual world. Because a lot of times I've seen people will do a hard nosedive into spirituality, kind of like what I did. But when you do that, you have to stay balanced. You have to physically take care of yourself, even if you don't want to eat. I guess that might sound familiar to Chloe. Grief can do that.
Yeah.
But she's aware of what's going on. She loves you very, 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 very much. Like you were closer than like the aunt and the niece. And she's just smiling. Um, and she's focusing on her hair. So I don't. Sometimes that will be a symbol for me that someone went through, didn't like the way they looked at the end, or it can be a reference to something that would cause their hair to fall out when they pull me to a certain part of their body. Um, but she's just kind of playing with it. So she's doing good. I mean, most spirits when they cross, they do good, even if they weren't so sweet and fuzzy when they were here. When people pass, you go through what I call a school of truth. So basically, you have to look through the eyes of the people that you affected while you were on the planet. You see the tape play all the way through on your
Their emotions, their feelings. Yes.
Yeah. So, oh, thank you for the validation, Chloe. I appreciate that. Yeah, but she's very, very level-headed. I like her energy. She's
She's a sweetheart.
Forward.
Yep. Great person. Yeah. All right, we got a next question. Hope that helped, Chloe. That's pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Lyra's Playground. I have one, Sophia. Do you receive messages from my spirit guide, Brown Bear, or Silas?
Okay, so when you said brown bear, he stood up on his back hind legs, and he was like, "Whoa, right on!" It was. He's honored to be part of your group because I'm just getting the word courage, and it's a form of backup. The spirit guide brown bear is kind of like a bouncer for him. It's pretty cool.
Right on.
Silas feels like they're going from my left side to my right side. So left side is your alchemist and your right side is your philosopher. So I would say Silas wears many hats, and he doesn't like to be categorized. That's funny. I mean, nobody really does. I get it, Silas, right on. But they are both very present in his life. Brown Bear has been there for a very long time, like probably I'm getting childhood. He's been there. I think Silas kind of showed up around 12, and I don't know why I'm telling you that. They're just kind of describing it to myself. Silas is very quick. He's very fast. Where Brown Bear's just kind of like, dude, you're making me dizzy, as far as the team goes.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
that's what I'm getting from that. They're just keep going. You're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Awesome.
he's cool.
Awesome. Next question. Max Vision Remote Viewing Class.
Hey, Max.
My brother died in a fall. Was it his doing or was he helped? I've not wanted to look myself.
That is a heavy question.
Yeah.
Last fall.
Was it an accident or did he?
I'm getting like an emotion. He was on an emotional roller coaster. For me, when spirit does like this, that would indicate some kind of depression or some kind of sickness that would affect the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say now he just kind of did like this. So when they do that, they're generally not wanting to talk about it. But I think the information that I passed on kind of gave you your answer.
Mm-hmm.
But he's fine. That this illusion, when people cross with questionable circumstances, that they're in purgatory or whatever, I don't subscribe to that at all. And I think that is something that was either invented or circulated, and I don't condone that, to throw a negative light on something as sacred as death. Because we know we know very little about it. Even someone like myself, you can't say, oh, every situation, does a certain thing.
My take on it is that he had something in his blood, some level of blood sugar was abnormally high or abnormally
Illness.
low.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could have eaten. The impression I'm getting is that he had probably alcohol withdrawal. That's what
It
I'm
was some
getting.
type of chemical.
Some type of chemical in his blood that he
That's what
didn't
I'm getting,
necessarily
Max.
want to be there, but that was in his blood. It wasn't a drug, no.
Awesome.
It's like an imbalance.
Yeah. I hope that helped, Max. All right, next question. Lily Zagara. Hi, Sophia. First, you are the bomb. Second, do my guides have a message for me?
Okay. Your joy guide is stepping forward. I would say it is presented as female. Very like, wanting you to laugh more. Doing things on purpose that are going to provoke you to laugh and to keep your energy up. So I would say, and then they're showing me like a new thing that you're reading and studying and watching documentaries on. That sounds like a philosopher flavor. But just they're coming back to keeping your energy up through the dark half of the year. I don't know if you're like me and you tend to struggle in the dark half, but doing the aromatherapy, doing the meditation, fight back, is kind of what they're saying. And converse with people that really truly love and understand you, is what they're saying. Specifically your joy guide. So, bust out the crayons, and the colored pencils. Yeah. I see a lot of artistic talent that could be tapped into and utilized. So there we go.
Awesome. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Lily.
All right, next question, Claudette. I walked in the room about 2 minutes after my mother passed. Does she know I was there, or was she already gone to the other side?
Physically, obviously, she wasn't there. But yes, she is aware. And some people, kind of like Odin, can be snobby when it comes to things. They don't want people there. They don't, it's not you. It's just like sometimes it's their choice. It's their ball, when that is happening. And some will wait until you walk out of the room, and hold on purpose. So, I'm rereading. Sorry. Some will wait until you walk out of the room. Great. Thanks for that. Okay. I mean, she was present spiritually, like her spirit was there, but yes, she knows that you were there, and yes, she loves you very much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hope that helps, Claudette.
Yeah.
Hey, Grumpy Stack. He would like to know, when will I see the success of both of my businesses?
All right.
That's a tough question.
Well, when I saw it come up,
Mm-hmm.
you already know the answer, Grumpy Stack. Don't you? I mean, right off the bat, the Merlin come out, which is the Hermit. So going within and finding your own answer first of all, but I think you've already done that. I see you crunching the numbers already. And hang on a minute, let's see if we can get a time of year. Because when you said that, it was like, what time of year is it going to happen? It's not if.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second.
When are they going to feast? That's what I always asked.
Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Swords speaks to the springtime, and the Two of Swords came out with it. So I would say that there's a decision that needs to be made. Maybe focusing on one more so than the other, because splitting your energy between two, it's like having two kids.
Yeah.
So with the Two of Swords coming out, that speaks to a decision. So I would say spring is when things are going to shift into a higher gear, but there are important decisions that need to be made. I think specifically of what tree or business to focus on. Like I see one going and then the other, but doing them honor by focusing on one and then the second one, not simultaneously.
Wow. Okay. Good. Don't split your energy too much. Yeah, that's a tough one. All right. Hope that helped, Grumpy Stack. Hey, Cajun Queen. Good to see you. Good evening, family. Does my spirit guide have a message?
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so
I think you missed one, Lori, but I'll go back.
Mark it for me, would you?
Got it.
What's coming forward for you, Cajun Queen, is the energy of Thor, which can be across the board with the different pantheons. Because I got Shango, and then I got Thor, and I got a lot of thunder and lightning energy. So I would say I wouldn't be surprised if you were Sagittarius or Pisces, because those are ruled by those planets. But I would say you have a tendency to shake things up a little bit, especially when it's being done wrong. And this is kind of like a reference to work. So standing in your truth, because Thor, Shango, not so much. I haven't hung out with him a whole lot. But they resonate with the same energy. But Thor is the defender of the humans of Midgard. And it's generally when somebody is not being fair about it, although that's more Tyr and Forseti than Thor. But I would say that they keep bringing me back to your work. they're showing me like a warehouse, and some of this could be imagery they're trying to use that I have to connect it. And I think there's, hang on, I feel that you stand up and say things when most people don't, and they love that about you. You will stand up for the little guy.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. Teresa, are you seeing any other questions?
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Thank you, Cajun Queen. Glad you came
I do
in.
have a question myself while we're
All
waiting
right.
for others to ask theirs.
Sounds good, and I'll keep an eye on it.
I'm starting
Okay.
to sweat. That's a good sign.
Starting to sweat.
Yeah, some high energy right there.
You need a break? We can talk a little bit about some stuff if you
Nah,
need a break.
Bring
You
it.
just let us
It's
know.
like the
Ah, here
pre-party.
we go.
Oh, there you go, Jackie J.
I've got one, Jackie.
Yep. Okay.
Jackie J, thank you for being
Hi,
here.
Jackie.
This is the spirit that has been bugging my grandma at night, at nighttime, good or bad? It's the spirit that has been bugging my grandma at night, good or bad?
I see it in the hallway, the living room, and the bedroom. I don't feel that it's negative. I don't. I feel like she might be seeing shadows.
Mhm.
But not all shadows are bad.
Right.
I would say it's a loved one. I'm getting a masculine energy. A male could be
Kind of looking over,
yeah,
protector
yeah. Because
position.
I'm seeing that sometimes there's balance
Uh-huh.
issues, and they're kind of like nope, 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 nope. You know, kind of it's more of a guiding thing.
Yeah.
Than it is. It's nothing negative.
Mhm.
Like attracts like, and I don't see any negative energy around Grandma. It's just they're excited, you know, to that they are being acknowledged because spirits around us all the time. Whether or
Right.
not we can participate
Mhm.
is different. And then
You're
when they
never
finally
alone.
do get through, they're like,
Yep.
oh, they can hear me, they can see me. You
Like,
know,
oh my God.
they do. They
It's
do.
true. It's true.
Yeah. Not bad. It's just kind of
Awesome.
keeping her
Cool.
going.
Keeping her balance then, Jackie J. She's they're keeping her in balance. So it sounds good. It sounds
There's
like
one
a
from
good
Scott
thing.
Sparks, Radar.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hey, bud.
that's cool.
No.
Hey, next question is from Truth Seeker. Sorry, I like to keep it moving. Lots to. Hi, Sophia. Do my guides have a message for me?
Truth Seeker. How's it going?
And she is
All
familiar
right.
with Eric as well. Eric Medhus.
Okay.
I'm channeling Eric, so it wouldn't surprise me if he pops in for her.
Okay. They're showing me the rune Urus, and let me see if I can find it. Urus speaks to strength. It speaks to primal energy. So, and this is in the first 8 sets of the runes. So this would speak to more of a physical primal, you know, energy. I would say that when Urus shows up for me, one, I'm either not drinking enough water, I'm not sleeping enough, I'm not honoring my body, I'm super stressed out. When Urus steps forward, it means just stop being in high gear all the time, and more focusing on honoring the body, because without the body, we're kind of can't do much. That was kind of cool how it showed up. I hadn't had it happen. Thanks, Truth Seeker. Winning.
Yeah, winning.
Let's see.
Thanks, Lily.
But yeah, just taking care, physical focus is what they're showing me, and it was yellow. So then that may include communicating, writing things down to help yourself.
Do some automatic writing and Just
Yeah.
sit down, be quiet, give yourself 60 seconds. Whatever comes into your mind, write it down. Don't think about reading it. Just jot it down and then read it after and see what you get out of it. I think you'll be amazed by that one. Great technique, and I've used that myself.
No grammar, no
Awesome.
spelling. It
Yep.
could be crayon
Just,
or lipstick.
yep.
No one cares.
Yep. Just get it on paper.
Yeah.
Trying to find
And
Urus.
don't second guess it. Yeah.
I'm gonna find Urus so I
Okay.
can show Truth Seeker what I'm looking at if she wants to look into it further.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Come on, guys, where you at? Ah! Might have to write it down.
I'm getting lost in here. There's so much. Where is Truth Seeker? Is it all the way up here?
Yeah.
Mary
I've got
Wins.
control over this. I've got
I
it.
see you there. I'm
Yep.
marking the ones below for you.
Perfect. I see that too. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Yep.
Don't want to miss anybody. Let us know if we missed you. Capitals makes it easier for us to see it, you guys. So.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta check my other bag because wait a minute. Are
Okay.
you in here? Come on, dude. Playing with me. All right, we're just gonna do it this way.
Good question, Trina. We'll get to that for sure.
That is Urus. URUZ. Urus.
Okay.
And that's an excellent rune to step forward for someone I'm slightly jealous. I need
She's
to dig
awesome.
in my bag. It's not
Yeah.
in-
I hope that helps, Jayashir. All right. Next question. Mary wins. Do my guides have a message for me?
They just showed me a book. And it's like they brought it down and they opened it. So I don't know. Let me see. Keep going. So I'm getting that there's some new studies or new avenues of things that you're approaching. They like it. The book thing kind of. Your energy is high, Mary. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some people are harder to tap into than others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to puddle. Lovely. So I'm getting. They're showing me the book. They're showing me the paper. They're showing me a pencil with one of the old school erasers on it. So the information with it is not coming as easily as you think it would. Sometimes when that happens to me, I'll get a book in the flesh and get it on audiobook and do it that way. Because sometimes some energy needs community also to pass forward. You can get the book, but I would say you've got people you can talk to about it. You just haven't brought it up. Okay. She understood. Yeah, Mary understands. Okay.
Awesome.
I want to go back to Scott.
Sparks?
Yes.
Okay, this is our next question. So good. What does my spirit guide say for me? Yep, you're already on it there, girl. You got it.
COVID really put things like totally. I mean, it changed everybody's life.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, yeah.
as far as like things that you used to enjoy, and they're taking me back to like the ghost hunts and the producing of the evidence, that it's been a while since you've done that. That is something that you really enjoy, and you know the people and have the network to get to places and have access to places that most people don't. So you have a lot of advantages, but your guides enjoy seeing you get excited and participate in that fashion, because when you do interact with spirit, you're not provoking, you are respectful. They do love that about you. You always have a way of coming up with the correct questions. I see being very intuitive and very real time. So whenever it would be safe enough, or however you can do that safely, getting back into the saddle, they miss that about you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, next question. Jeannie Griffin wants to know, what are my guides rooting for in my current circumstances?
You got a lot going on, kid.
Uh-huh.
Because there's like 3 separate things going on: work, family, and then this, something metaphysical. So there's 3 distinct things going on. I do feel they're communicating that you're balancing a lot. You're doing the best you can with what you have to honor all your responsibilities. And because you and I have that in common. It's either all or nothing. You're either all on or all off. It's either cooking or not. But I do see that you're just getting pulled so many ways. And it's like what you really want to do. It's like I see her at work and she's like, I could be doing other things right now, but we have to generate the income. But yeah, just keeping things in their place. And what I do sometimes when I have to focus on honoring my full-time job is having something beside me, just to kind of, because the thoughts are going to come through the working day, and just jot it down. That way you have a game plan when you don't have to honor the job. So you have a playlist to start with once you are able to clock out and focus on something else. I hope that makes sense. That's what they gave me.
Awesome. Hope it helps, Jeannie. All right, next question. Gazakov. Hi, Sophia. What are the names of I'm going to assume that it's spirit guides. I'm trying to connect, but not sure if I am or not. And do they have a message for me?
Okay. In my opinion, our guides are focusing on the interaction, not their names, not what they look like, not where they came from. So I would say that information, when and if it should come through, will come through. You pushing it is not going to help. And a lot of them have names that we can't even pronounce.
That's true.
It's kind of like the nail salons. Oh, my name's Nancy. Sure it is. So if you want to have something to address them with, which is kind of what I'm feeling, you can use the pendulum to do that. That's what I did. And what kind of message? Yes, you are connected. We're all connected. Building your mental dictionary. So I did that by writing down my dreams, because that's how spirit guides, in my opinion, begin to speak. They'll use your dreams, and then when you do a meditation, that you have to get quiet. The screen on the movie Poltergeist where it's all snow. That's what I
White
do.
noise.
Yes, that's what when I want to meditate and focus and get messages for myself. I do like a white screen, like the snow screen. And then I either put in my headphones with the do not disturb so we don't in trance, and then bing, because that's not good, healthy, whatever at all. But
so go quiet, go inside. And if you're going to use the pendulum, make sure you do have a protection prayer. It's really important because you never know what can come in. So yeah, do that. And I use it a lot, so I know.
Question for you, Sophia. It pertains to the what are the names I'm trying to connect. I had difficulty a little bit with that at first too, except for the ones that I've known all my life as Great Mother, Mary, Great Spirit. But others that have come to me since then, at first I had difficulty trying to figure out what they were called, and I didn't know to validate. I didn't have a way of, I just didn't feel comfortable with names. And I heard another medium, Ann Tucker, as a matter of fact, who said the names aren't as important. It's the energy. Names are what we give these entities so that we feel comfortable with human thought in our communications. But
That's
names, they're all different energy essences, and they will appear to you in whatever you think about in
They'll do
terms
what's
of your,
comfortable for you.
for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, Gaza.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
if identifying with an ancient wisdom teacher from, I don't know, New Zealand, or whatever you're connected with through your thought, is how they can come to you to make it
That's
more comfortable for you to
correct.
communicate with.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Awesome. Hey, our next question. Now, this is a really special person to a lot of us
Excellent.
in the Soul Tribe. So Trina is asking question, does Brian have a message for the tribe? That would be Brian Barnett. Brian Barnett is his name. I'm like, first thing I got was overwhelming pride. Overwhelming pride
Concur.
for the group. Yep.
Yeah, put your tray tables up, because this is going to get,
okay.
yeah, it's
All
going to
right.
get
I got
big.
I got chills when I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I love it, because people like me, like us, are coming in, and turning 18 and 21, and, and they're asking questions, and to have a place that is safe, that's multiple people, instead of just bumping into somebody at the Metaphysical bookstore and going, hey, I mean, oh boy. But he's very, very proud of this.
Does he
It's
have
like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was done.
I'm feeling nudged to ask if he has a message for Brenda, his mother.
Aww.
Would he please give her a message?
Big backwards hug,
Mm-hmm.
kiss on the head.
Mm.
I think you may fiddle with the TV is what I get. And just that he's okay. He had an exit door, which everybody on their earth walk, we have exit doors,
You
and
bet.
it was his time,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of mischievous.
Little stinker too, huh? Little rascal.
He does have that spirit.
Uh-huh.
He told me that he's glad that I'm here, so that's a huge compliment. Huge. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me cry. Much love for everybody. He's so happy, and everybody has grown since he's passed, and he's just like, I believe that spirit can see and interact, and he's cheering on and assisting in any and every way possible.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He's oh my goodness, he's funny.
He's a
Did
sweetheart.
He like to dance?
He drops in when you least expect
to dance. I would imagine, yes.
When he was on his earth, because he's showing me all these crazy dance moves. Like,
wouldn't surprise me.
But it's just like he's doing like the MC Hammer. And
you know why, Sophia? He was a Deadhead. He liked the Grateful Dead. He went to the concert.
So then that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
You're picking up on that energy.
Right.
Yeah. Just very flowy.
Trina, that was a great question. Thank you for asking.
The first time I ever saw him, in my thoughts after his ascension, was he was like cowabunga. He was on a surfboard and he was surfing these frequency waves in the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just that's the kind of energy he had.
Talk about freedom.
Yeah.
He always got people to laugh. He would always find something
Yeah.
funny. Now he's like showing me like that noodle dude that's at the car lot.
Yes.
You're killing me, dude.
He's too
Just don't
cute.
forget to laugh.
Yeah. Miss him.
Oh,
Miss
hey,
him a
Lucky,
lot.
what's up, bud?
Lucky's asking, why are those close to me having so much difficulty and pain? I feel like I'm living in the eye of a hurricane and everyone close to my heart are inside the hurricane.
Wow, brother. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. That's
Mm-hmm.
very. And this has been going. I'm getting 6 months.
Mm.
Is the hurricane that he's speaking of?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's been rough for
I,
him
I would say
and his family.
resistance. A lot of the difficulty is coming from resistance. Like people are being asked to change, not so much like to evolve, and they're stuck in old behavior. So when, and I know this firsthand. So,
Yeah, I'm getting rigid ideology.
hmm
Rigid ideology is what's causing the problems.
yeah, they can't think outside the box,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and the situation's calling for that. And since they can't do it, they're curling up with what they know, and some of it's not the healthiest.
Well, we have to remember they all, if we believe this, and this is again, some people do and don't,
Hmm.
but if we believe that they're contracted to experience different things, they're contracting all these different things, and you're an empath, and you have great compassion for people, Lucky. So it seems like all these bad things are happening to all these people, and it's all falling apart around you. But the truth of the matter is, you're probably that lift, that light in all that chaos for them, because
Exactly.
they got to go through whatever they got to go through,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
you represent strength.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
because you're
feeling that.
walking your
Yeah,
path and yeah,
that's
you're
just my
living
opinion,
it.
but
Yep. I feel
yeah.
the same. I feel that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm seeing
Go ahead.
Lucky, I'm seeing like conversations that you're having with these people are going on a lot longer than they should. I see you repeating yourself, um, which is would be very frustrating for me as well. But offering edifying, but then I don't see them being receptive to it. Yeah, Teresa, you nailed it. You really
Mhm.
did. As far
Mm-hmm.
as, some things are just a season.
Yeah.
And I would say when what you have to say is not received, you can't control that. But just, I burn a lot of candles for people like
Yeah.
that,
Mhm.
to kind of encourage, but you cannot bend the will.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to bend the will, and I
Right.
choose not
Everyone
to.
has their own individual path.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
But gosh, when you know this stuff, you really want to share it, but it's not well received. I know that feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Hope that helps. Next question, Pa Joe. Hi, Sophia. Had a strange chain of events 3 weeks ago. It was out of the blue. Not sure what to make of it. Thanks.
As soon as I heard Lori start that question, I went to a vehicle. So I think part of the change. Stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Chain of events. They just keep taking me to this vehicle. It's a car.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical. Um, your energy's high. Dang it. You're going to make me work. His head's still spinning with the situation. I'm sitting in his energy, and he's
All
literally
over the place.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like Lucky. He's in the middle of a freaking hurricane. He's kind of like hanging on to the one bar on the roller coaster, hoping it don't snap energetically.
Mhm.
I'm getting like a move, a potential move or travel. Getting out of the situation if you can, to step back and get a good perspective, even if it's a weekend, just to get like to vacay and go. I mean, it can be down the street. It can be, something simple. It can be, hanging out with your friends or something for a weekend. But I think the further you get away from it, the more you'll be able to discern the path. So that's the travel.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I just chilled up too.
Yeah.
Frustration.
Gotcha.
That's about all I'm getting from
Okay.
that.
Hope that helps, Pa Joe. Next question, Laura Barris. I'm starting a very spiritual journey, and my family is very, well, they think I'm just not right. I know this one. Any spiritual wisdom?
I would say I have to remember that this is going to be out there for the world to see forever.
As she takes a breath.
I would say they're taking me back to the intro, back to the trailer.
Mm.
You're not crazy. You're awake. Some people come into this spiritually mature, and some don't. And when you are outnumbered, which is what I feel, you're outnumbered, leaning on your tribe to validate you and what you're experiencing. And you have to leave earth stuff to earth people, I just see them very like you going down this path is somehow going to mess up your success, which all of us have that reservation when we start to enrich our spiritual life. So I would say what's important to you, and, follow your inner. We're all walking, talking pendulums. If we want to be really true about it. Go ahead, Delbor. You got it.
Old German saying, every beginning is difficult.
True.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Baby steps. Just take one step at a time. If you have to, keep things to yourself. It will really help protect you. I learned that the hard way. Keep things to yourself and talk to your tribe, the people that understand this stuff, and you can express yourself that way, and no one's going to think you're crazy. Trust and believe. No one's going to think you're crazy in this group, because we're all experiencing some strange things.
Oh, yeah.
But Laura, I hope that helped very much. I got another one from Lyra's Playground. Is it a good idea to start my business from home?
Okay. I got the ethics card, so I can't tell you what to do, but I will draw a card to tell you the energy that's surrounding that situation, so you can do with it what you will. Stand.
I'm getting no.
No.
For some weird reason.
Hello. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, it's not likely. And if it does happen, you're going to have to work very, very, very hard to manifest it. So I kind of would say timing. Because the Three of Wands would also be summer. So I would not right now.
And see how she feels about it also too. When it feels right and everything's coming together and all the pieces are coming in, really easy, that's when you know it's the right time. If things are hard and they're not coming together, rethink it for now. But don't put it off the table.
No, don't take it off the table. It's just kind of like you making cookies. It takes 8 minutes. You can't put them in there and then take them out 2 minutes
and then start eating them right away. That's not going to work. You're going to burn your mouth. Things aren't going to go well.
I wouldn't totally kibosh the whole thing. I would just ease into it.
Baby steps. You got it. Awesome. Hope that helps. Got another one. Max G. Do any of my family members that have passed over have a message for me?
masculine energy, male stepping forward immediately. He's saluting you, so that would be indicative of military or military family. They're showing me like an hourglass. So kind of like the patience grasshopper. So if there's something that you're anxious about, they do see that, and just to relax, because I see you getting anxious. I have no room to talk in this regard, by the way. But they're just wanting you to kind of relax a little bit and kind of, and then they're showing me just taking time to wind down on purpose.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also kind of getting they want you to do more for yourself, for like self-care.
Independence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more for you. Do more for
Right.
you and not so much for others.
Right.
Okay.
Agree.
All right, hope it helped, Max. Chloe's got one more question. If everyone gets a chance first, I'd like to know why my nephew took his life, if it had anything to do with my father. It is a tough question.
Approaching it, I got a door slammed in my face.
You're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. That's a
At least not
It's-
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're either
Yeah.
not ready to know what's going on, or there's a reason why you're not supposed to know.
There's a contract
And
issue.
you're being protected by that question. Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often, but when it does,
It does. It's happened to me before, and I understand that one. Yep.
Yeah.
You're not ready to know. Wow, let's see. Anybody else got a question?
Truth Seeker had another one. Or was she had a second question?
6-minute cookies work
right here. Truth Seeker.
Yeah, just eat the dough, right?
Do it. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Truth Seeker, if there is time for a second, then I would like to ask if there is any messages for my sister who lost her husband to C-19 last year.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
She totally shut down. And rightfully, I can not relate to the husband thing, but keep going. I mean, I believe that they see us, and yes, we should, grieve in a healthy fashion. But I just...
Can you call him in, her husband, to see if he has a message for her?
I'm dialed into him.
Okay.
So that is his message for her to do what she can do to maintain normal. I mean,
yeah,
just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no regrets. There's, no anger. There was nothing that was not unsaid.
Mm-hmm.
He was very, I see that he was clear about how he felt, and that has not changed.
Awesome.
And he's there. We're never, ever alone.
Your loved ones are around you. They're like rooting for you for sure.
That's right.
All right. I don't think I've missed anyone. I think that's it.
Nope, I think that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Last chance.
We are getting a heck of a lot of affirmations, though, on your energy.
Yes.
That you picked up from Brian, because he's still dancing with Trina. He was seen surfing in the cosmos by Jeannie as well as me. I mean, so you really hit it hard on there with him, because
He was a
getting a lot of
joyful soul,
Yeah,
definitely.
and he loved everybody. He
Hmm.
just
Yes,
had
he
nothing
was.
but love for everyone. Yeah.
That has not changed, and it
Yep.
never will.
Yep. So I feel his love and support all the time. So
He's
and a
funny.
lot of pride too. He's very proud of all of us. I mean, this
Oh,
group has
yeah.
really come a long way, and we've all branched off doing our thing, huh? Oh, he's got it. What is it? Oh God, here we go.
I don't know. Because at first he came in,
Yeah.
cross-armed, like, these are
Yeah.
my
What's this all
people, and I'm
about?
like, it's okay, dude, it's okay.
Yeah.
Now his hands are on his hip, and he's got a cape, and he's like, dun dun dun.
Mhm.
Here I am to save the day.
Behind me.
Mhm.
I love
Grandpa
that.
Brian, while this was going on, were you picking up any messages yourself? Was anything coming into you?
No, I was not. Nothing really.
Yeah.
But my attention's been on the puppy all evening because she's been just terrorizing the house while I've been on.
Raising
Oh,
hell.
really? Is she the one that
She's
brought
in-
down your
Yep.
systems?
Oh God.
No, but she was. I had to go close the bathroom door because she would run in there and grab the toilet paper and then bring it in here and chew it up and then run back in there and grab more.
Like, oh, this is fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of
She's-
cleaning up to do as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in that chewing phase. So keep any leather
Thanks, Smoking and
shoes,
Jeep.
Yep.
leather shoes out of her reach.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Well, this was our very first show
as
like
he-
this, Sophia, and we really appreciate you doing this for us. We've done the tarot readings and the numerology reports and
Mhm.
the astrology updates, and well, I guess it was over a year ago when we had a psychic who came on to teach us about unlocking your intuition.
Mozzarella.
And during that show, she picked up on some things for Brenda, Milky's mom, Brian's mom. And she started a reading on that. And that's the first time we ever had anybody come through and do that type of a reading on our program before. So this
Thank you
was
for
our first
having
time,
me.
and
Yeah.
we really enjoyed having you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you so much for,
Mhm.
allowing yourself to come on here, be vulnerable, and to do
Yeah.
this and to show people, hey, I mean, there's psychics out there, maybe they just needed that little nudge, and you've just represented what a nudge looks like.
It's
And
also interesting that I was able to corroborate a lot of the stuff that came in really, really strong. But then again,
Mhm.
you're a lot better at this, Sophia,
Yes.
than I am,
mhm.
where I can only pick up on the strongest ones, whereas you're picking up on everything,
Subtle.
even some of the finer ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
It's when it just, if you guys are interested, at least how I read. Oh, thanks, Mary. Appreciate that. Thanks, Scott. Dang, guys, you're gonna make me tear up. Stop it. That sounded like my grandmother's laugh. Forward. But
Grandma's there.
she is, both of them. When spirit comes in, there's kind of like a scale. So you have strength from left to right, and then you have frequency. So I basically speed myself up, and they try to slow themselves down so I can get a good connection with them. And it's practice. It really is practice. I think a lot of it has to do with your individual energetic signature. What does your birth chart look like? Talk about your astrology. Where do you have conjunctions? Which not all conjunctions are good, but I believe a birth chart puts a lot of, hi Jules, puts a lot of perspective. If because I do birth charts, I love birth charts because for me it's your energetic DNA.
Yep.
But that was helpful for me.
Awesome.
But thank you for that.
And if there's a reading that didn't quite sit well, it sounds like you were pretty on target with most folks tonight. If somebody's questioning it, you can always shoot her an email, right? Bird in the Wilderness.
It's in the description.
At
Just go to our
gmail.com.
description. You
Go
can
to the
find her
description.
email address. Yep. It's all there for you.
Yeah.
How do you want people to contact you, Sophia, moving forward?
I use Yahoo more for my readings because that's what's on my business card.
Okay.
Because sometimes I miss things through Gmail and I don't want to miss something. And if you can put Andromeda 7 in the subject line, that will help me ferret out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get these
You know where
random
the grip's
emails
coming from. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So if
You'll
you
know
put
it's
that
from watching the
in,
show.
yeah. So
just we got it all. We got all the contact information in the YouTube description. And folks, Michelle Thompson is coming on next Friday, and she's got what's keeping you, or what are the obstacles to living your values the way you want to, something along those lines. And she has a workbook giveaway and a free audio meditation audio for those who book a 20-minute free consultation with her, just to see if you guys hit it off or want to do anything. But her talk about values and what that means, and how we all have our values and try to live our life according to our sets of values, and that's important to us. And what are the roadblocks, or what are the obstacles that get in the way of our being able to do that? And so it's an interesting conversation. You'll learn more about what she's been up to for the past 2 times since we've seen her. So tune in Friday night. Michelle's coming back with us.
She's always a lot of fun. I
in
enjoy
a while.
her.
She's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She's a life
Good lady.
coach.
Yep.
Good lady, and has a lot of spirit.
Yep.
So.
I want to thank everybody too that was in chat that put the questions up. You know, that was really cool that you did that. So really pleased that you all did that. So thank you very much for that. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well,
okay.
I'm looking forward to next week. We'll see Michelle Thompson then. Until then, Sophia, thank you so much for coming on and joining us. We're really pleased to have you. Grandpa Brian, always a pleasure. Much love to you. Delabor, Suki, good to see you as well. Thank you for always being with us. We very much appreciate you. And a special thank you to my big sis, Teresa. Thank you for being who you are and helping put all this stuff together. It's really
I enjoy it.
It's a pleasure. Yep, such a pleasure and
thanks
an
for
honor
letting
to
us
do
raid
this.
your Facebook page, Sophia.
I live a transparent life, and if it can be of help, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, follow her on Facebook, you guys. Sophia Rasmussen, Rasmussen.
Yeah,
she's got some wonderful postings, and listen, she doesn't just post up any old meme. She really is
got wisdom.
She's choosy about the wisdom of some of the things that she shares.
Yeah,
and I get very fulfilled from looking at her postings when I can, and they're quite to the point and very full of profound. Put you that way. So
I post when I can't hold it back anymore.
There you go. I love that.
Yeah,
put it out there. I know it's hard, but put it out there.
And a lot of it's coming from your own heart, and it's in your own words.
Yeah.
Which is what their opening video was showing. We shared one thing that you had read.
Eric just said,
Craig.
she's just a badass, you guys.
Yeah.
She's just a badass. That's what I heard. Way to rock on, sister.
All right, everyone. You have a terrific weekend. And Robert's playing his video now. And the show,
get on over there to Milky Way. You betcha.
Yeah. All right. We love you all. You take care now.
Peace,
love you guys. Be well.
See you soon.
Later.